situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3 game win streak. Second and 3. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run with Allen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Taylor there to bring it in on the crossing route. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with ball. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Ball again. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right back to Hubbard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got room. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. is on the other side of midfield at the 45. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for the Jets. 45 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Fulk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he will pick up the 1st down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now Fields. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 6. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to throw, Fields. And he completes it to Wilson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 11. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And this is Matthew Stafford. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Rams up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the veteran Aaron Rodgers. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. The Steelers improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the rookie, Quinshon Judkins. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Play action. It's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hubbard. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have cut the lead back down to 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down the sideline he goes. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it home. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Well, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Leggett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
McMillan with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Coker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Give to Hall running right. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A'Shawn Robinson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. How about that? Their quarterback, 44 yards. And the Panthers could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Fields. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. 2nd and 6 coming up. Fields. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. And he's taken down inside the 30. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And down inside the 15 he goes. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Carolina, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.